Hello everyone and welcome. My name's Simon. We are the Wells of Wall Street. Welcome aboard. We're looking at Ultra UOS today. Before we go into the chart and look at some really cool, exciting activity in that chart, including an all-time high as of today, reached once again with this phenomenal project. Just want to say a big shout out to all of you for supporting the channel massively. I truly believe by the end of November we may even be entering the 5,000 subscriber mark. It's absolutely phenomenal. I really appreciate it and thank you again for your support. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. We try and keep it mixed. There's a multitude of projects to continuously try and keep on top of, as well as working full time and everything like this. At the moment, this is of course a massive hobby of mine and interest, as Steve as well. So we do hope you're enjoying these elements, and continue please to engage with us. Continue to shout out projects you want us to cover. Whether that be in our community sections or comment sections on our videos. Make sure if you have not done so already, smash that like button on any of our videos and hit that subscribe button as well if you have not done so already. But guys, once again, thank you so much. We'll continue to do what we're doing. We have the studio still in development, the camera, the laptop, taking us to another level. Right now, we're stuck here with this laptop and this microphone and no camera right now because I broke the last one. Guys, we're on to another level very soon, and thank you guys for joining us on our journey. So guys, let's go into Ultra. What have we got here? Wave 2 is coming, okay, 25th of November. This is exciting stuff for me personally. I absolutely love gaming, as you know, and I'm very, very excited and interested about the concept of gaming going into blockchain and the DeFi space, not just from the play to earn mechanism, but this whole metaverse conversation and what the likes of Ultra will be doing to help develop games for more transparency, more cost effectiveness, giving the developers and the true gamers more than they deserve. We're talking about, there's a lot of what would they call them, like platforms where you can develop games or launch games, and there's so many high fees, whether that be through Google or Apple, whatever it is. Ultra gives the opportunity to give more revenue to the people that are working tirelessly to get their games launched, and all their sweat and blood that's been put into them get rewarded even more so through the tokenomics aspect, and we as gamers get to enjoy those in a better, more efficient way. And then time goes by, of course, the blockchain mechanism will continue to push the boundaries of gaming. So 25th of November, guys, we've had the first wave currently in progress. I'm not sure if this wave sort of anticipates where we are in each section, but as far as I'm aware, we're already on our way to wave 2 in a couple of weeks' time. Now, wave 1, very much testing the testnet of the UOS or Ultra platform. What I'm really excited about is the invitation to a multitude of games out there, and I know a lot personally, as well as the ones that people may be invested in or looking to get involved in the launch programs of. Once these get onto the mainnet testing, people are actually going to be able to play these games and trial them and feedback, and it's going to be so cool. It's going to be so exciting. And of course, wave 3, I'm probably anticipating that's of course maybe next year. This mainnet aspect is going to take a bit of time, I reckon, to get their heads around and make sure all the improvements are done and the development's done. This testing scalability is very important, and the load aspect as well. When we're talking about gaming, I talk about like shadow gaming that I use personally. It's like a cloud-based gaming system, like using maybe a 5-10 grand PC, but actually it's mirrored from a French server into my current laptop, which is nowhere near as good enough to obtain gaming potential. But utilizing this kind of aspect allows me to play games at high speeds using a gigabit of internet that I don't have here at all. It's quite incredible, really concept. Go check out shadow gaming. But what this is talking about, scalability and load, this is going to be really critical to ensure that the network capacity holds the amount of people that would jump onto this network. You know how busy Twitch is and everything like this, and games in general, consoles. And you see, I used to play Rainbow Six all the time, and 9 times out of 10, the game never worked because there's too many people on it, and they kept having to improve it and update it all the time. The same with like Call of Duty and this, that, and the other. So it's really important, and that's the beauty of blockchain. It has the ability to scale without making too much detrimental effect on stopping games all the time, or having problematic issues with people trying to get on or play games. So really looking forward to the development of that. And it looks like testing's been going very well on the first wave. So yeah, developers have been able to self-publish the content using the Game Development Center, and users in this wave will see a select few games that have been added to the platform, be able to buy them with fiat or UOS and play them on their local machines. So really excited to see how that develops. You've got the NFT marketplace and everything coming in wave 3, and this is where the whole full integration of decentralized gaming really kicks off. And I've mentioned this before, my ideal world would be that as an avatar I can go into any game that I want. I can take any skins or any weapons or anything like that into other different games. Obviously there's rules and regulations within games. Some games you wouldn't be allowed to take certain things in there, but it's the attribute of not being centralized anymore, not being dictated to by several publications that you can and cannot use these in other games. Blockchain allows the interoperability, the bridging aspect of a multitude of gaming platforms and games themselves. I'm really looking forward to this, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. So here we go. Encompassing this ecosystem that bridges the gap between gaming and blockchain in a way that benefits players and developers equally. Really, really exciting stuff, guys. Looking forward to the NFT marketplace. I think UOS is a phenomenal platform to be able to bring that into the equation. Very much in the testing stage. Another testing stage in December. I'm no doubt in my mind that this will probably be for next year, for no doubt. But how exciting is this, guys? Loads of stuff going on, and loads of other stuff as well in terms of partnerships and announcements in terms of publishing partnerships. So we've got like the Walking Dead series here, for example. Loads of other titles coming. So big Walking Dead fans out there will be very much looking forward to playing these kind of developer games on the US platform. There's loads of different ones. This is just the beginning, guys, and I can assure you there's going to be a multitude of them. And there's going to be a multitude of programs and platforms and developers out there that will want to be itching to get on this system. And finally, just to re-enhance this, we spoke about in the previous video about the Steam aspect. So Steam is another platform for gaming that you can download games, old games, new games, in a PC format, downloadable on your system, cloud-based, etc., if you want it to be. But Steam announced that they were banning NFTs and banning the whole blockchain aspect of gaming. I find it an absolutely bizarre move. I do understand some elements of why they're doing it, but in my opinion, the way that gaming is going the way that Ultra is providing. And I think you're going to find a lot of developers moving off the systems of like Steam and other developer programs to launch their projects, and they will be utilizing Ultra more and more as time goes by. Watch this space, guys. It's going to be absolutely massive, but I was really confused as to why Steam did this, because it's opened up a gigantic market, even more so for the likes of Ultra. So big critical stages coming up, obviously, as we mentioned, on the 25th of November. So of course that is gearing up right now in the chart. Smash that like button if you're loving the information coming out right now. If you're watching or listening, welcome to the channel, and subscribe if you have not done so already. What are we looking at here? We've obviously seen a big tail up. I've just taken up the 14 days recently, 137% up since that point here on the 27th of October, sitting around 60 cents. Ironically, where I was bagging up a lot of UOS. I really believe in this project. It's going to be phenomenal. Still early stages. Obviously, I would have loved to have got UOS way back in the year, down at these stupid prices like 10 cents. I didn't. I am where I am right now, and I'm tailing off. Hopefully seeing some gains as we move forwards into the rest of this year, especially the development as we just mentioned. I think a lot of this move has accumulated towards obviously the mainnet aspects coming out on the 25th. I think awareness is building for this project massively. They've got some really good knowledge bases and good AMAs out right now across a multitude of gaming projects and platforms. And I think just the momentum is really gearing up for some great things for UOS. Will we see some kind of corrections? I do believe we will. Maybe a repeat of this kind of pattern here on the 5th or 6th of November as we approach the weekend. And that's pretty healthy. That's pretty normal, to be honest. We've had this great uptake. Let me just come up to the RSI and the MACD for a second. So since this switch over here on the 30th of October, we've been in an absolutely bullish momentum. It's not narrowing at all. It's continuing. The volumes are kicking in still. So I don't think it's finished. We had a top level here at around 76 on the RSI, and that was what, the 4th of November. We've got plenty of room, guys. It's incredible. We have got plenty of room for this RSI to move upwards and further on. When it starts hitting perhaps the, I don't know, maybe the 80, 85 mark, I will probably take out some initial investment moves, because I think that move in general will be quite big. But there's certainly room still to go with UOS, guys. especially as we approach that mechanism of being able to play games. People want to use the UOS tokens as well as fiat, of course. But I think that generally the good news recently of the development of the mainnet and things to come in the future will take this to even more newer highs as we go further. So right now, guys, we are floating very much around the third quarter of this bit of the fib retracement. I'm just going to see if I can put in one, or at least find an area of interest from the short-term mechanism here. It's not going to be massively accurate. I'll try and do my best. Probably should have done that before the video, but never mind. So as you can see, it's kind of floating around this area here based on this resistance that we had on the 4th of November, hitting a high of $1.22. Today we've hit a new all-time high of 136. It has had the retracement back to around this level. I do anticipate we'll probably float around here maybe for a day or two, and see maybe some bigger gains as we build momentum, some profits are taken. What I don't want to see is a red candle today. I don't think we will. I think we might see that over a day or two, possibly, as profits are taken at these high levels, especially as we get towards that 150 mark. A very golden number, of course, a rounded number. But I think we'll wick past that and probably tail in with this long extended fib retracement line that we've got up here. We'll have to see how that plays out, certainly over the next couple of weeks, especially towards that launch. When it launches, the mainnet and everything, or certainly gets announced on 25th, you might see some reaction to that in a bit of a dip. And that's generally what happens. You usually have like the whole mentality of buy the rumor, sell the news. There is an element to that, I believe. But yeah, I do anticipate that a lot of people will be holding this token for the future, especially with this all talk of this metaverse application, the gaming in general being such a huge market. We've done a lot of videos on gaming. It's a big background of mine in esports and partnerships and things. I know the full market capacity and ability of this. When I saw UOS Ultra, it rose alarm bells in my mind to go, Simon, you need to get this right now, irrespective of whether you could have got it back ages ago. I'm getting it now. So well done to those who have got it early. Let us know what price point you got in with Ultra UOS. I'm really interested to know. But yeah, like I said, in the short term, it's very much about trying to really maintain this 107 mark. I think it's going on its way to do so. We may see a couple of corrections along this way as we do a step ladder approach upwards. Like I said, RSI is looking healthy, there's still plenty of room for the movement, and the MACD is showing no signs at this stage of going into any kind of bearish momentum yet. I think we're truly gearing up for a great end to the year with Ultra UOS. What I would like to see is a close above this 122 mark. We're struggling a bit as a recording, but we still have time, and we still have the Asian market to open up in the early hours here in the UK as well, around that sort of 2 a.m. GMT time. So it could push it up a bit further as those guys wake up and start pushing that maybe a bit further. Who knows? They love gaming over there, of course, as well. It's a gigantic market in the Asian and China regions and everything like that. Big esports teams, so I can imagine a lot of development programs coming out of those areas moving forward. So let's keep an eye on it. I'm super bullish on UOS. I think it's phenomenal. If you want any more information on gaming or esports, just give me a shout. I'm happy to share any information I have, and like vice versa. If you guys have anything you want to shout out, or any other games you want us to cover, or any platforms you want us to cover, let us know. We do cover recently like Illuvium and Network and all the Decentraland and all these kind of things, but there's big movements available for these, and we cover like BPro, for example. They're very big in development and coding, and they're working alongside esports and gaming as well, maybe more so for the market side of things. But you know, this is an unbelievable opportunity to get involved so early in these projects. And you think like 10 years time, and it's what, 90% of the population, maybe more, 95% of the population don't even know what tokenomics or crypto is or blockchain is. Imagine what happens when they do in a few years time. To wrap this video up, guys, 34% up on the week on RNDK on the right hand side, as you can see. We are smashing through the monthly, the 3 monthly, the year to date, and the year is looking extremely strong as well. My goodness, if you were back in the beginning of January, or even this time last year, 1000% gains. Congratulations to those holding the tokens back then. There's plenty of room in the tank for this one, guys. We're going to wrap that up there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really looking forward to dropping the next UOS Ultra video. Bye-bye.